Good afternoon from Smitty's shop. We're checking out this Silverado, who is prepared, not scared. Well, okay. This one's an 07 variety. It's got a P0523 engine light that had come on. Let me see. He's got a tricky key in here. Yeah, this is, yeah, I'm about to throw this thing in the garbage. Seriously, dude? Oh my gosh. Let's just see what our, looks like our oil pressure gauge is right there. Looks like it's already pinned at 80 and continues to stay pinned to 80. That's pretty much, you can pretty much confirm that issue right then and there just from that. This truck is literally falling apart in my hands. Real quick, real easy. Get rid of your plastic cover if it's not already missing. Left side of the engine compartment, driver's side, there's your alternator. And you follow it back, way back here, and you got this plastic cover here. And you're gonna find that oil pressure switch right down behind that plastic cover, but it's down quite a bit. Let me see if I can get let me see if I can get a view of it. I'm not gonna lie to you. These are just, they're kind of a nuisance. If you look, see right there, see that opening? It's actually in there. Let me see if I can stick the key in there. Block the light. There it is. 27 millimeter socket you're gonna put on that, or if you have an oil pressure switch socket. First, you're going to disconnect that electrical connector. It's just one small connector. You flip up and pull with your finger. So let's take care of that connector real quick, and then we'll move on to grabbing the correct socket. So the orientation of that connector really just depends on how the switch is screwed into the back of the block. In my case, the connector was facing directly to the right side. So you just hook your finger under it, give it a little pop, pull out and then up. Very easy to disconnect, should not be a challenge at all. Now let's get that 27 mil in there and see if we can get that out with a series of extensions, etc. There you go, there's your little 3-inch extension on a swivel, peeking out of there. Let's get a ratchet on it, break it loose. Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, that's the little tang that the wiring harness clips to, the wiring connector. Prior to removing mine, as I said, it was facing the passenger side, so I was able to just get my finger there, pull that out and up. When I installed the new one tight, it was facing the front of the vehicle. The only reason I mention that is because obviously when you connect, when you put the connector back on there, you have to make sure that lines up with that little piece. So it's basically one of those things where you're just going to have to basically go by feel, and you're going to feel for that little teat right there, and make sure it lines up with your connector trigger, for want of a better word. Well, what do you know about that? And there it is, reading correctly. This one's all set. This one's going to get a test drive and then parked outside. The customer will get called, and we're on to the next thing. It's like we got a Ford in the other bay. Yuck. All right, people, I'm Smitty, and I'm out.